So, welcome to the OPC Day Finland 2022. Really proud to be able to present it once again, and again we're going live, which is really great after so many years. And good to see so many people attending again and having all the great guests that we have. We have a great program. But first, I would again like to thank the OPC Committee and the Finnish Society of Automation that makes all this possible. And together with this team, we've been preparing the program for today. And from Automaatioseura, the Finnish Society of Automation side, we have especially Anu Randen, who is taking care of most of the practical arrangements. And I hope that you are happy with all of that, but please give your feedback at the end of the day, latest about the day, how you felt it today. We have a long history already. We started actually the OPC Days in Finland 2005, which is a long time ago, almost 20 years, but we still have to go a couple of years to get the 20th event happening. And for a couple of times we joined forces with the MES Forum in the Society of Automation, but now we've been going alone again with our own strong program. And for the last 2 years we had very successful virtual events. The attendance to the events has, in the physical events, been quite steady, 60, 70, 80 people, and what I heard today we have at least 80 registrations. In the virtual events we had almost 200 registrations and 100 people alive almost through the day attending the presentations, which was really great to see. Also, it shows, of course, that it's so much easier to attend when you're going virtual, but still looks like you want to do it physical again too. And the OPC Foundation has adopted the same principle, and Stefan has been running the similar events and even bigger events. Especially the virtual events were really big the last couple of years. And all of these presentations, they have been recorded. We started recording something 2015. And you can find them from our YouTube channels. Both the Finnish Society of Automation and the OPC Foundation channel has these events recorded, and also OPC Foundation is recording a lot of other talks, so please check that when you need more information about the technology. And especially I want to mention the latest OPC Day International that was virtual this year. It was 5 days of program, although just 2 hours per day, but a really extensive program and goes more deep in the details. We're not covering everything today. We still try to concentrate on how OPC is used in Finland, but at the same time also giving you all the updates, what's going on in the world, in the OPC Foundation and so on. But this is a good resource. And actually there was also another field exchange days happening in the summer, so you can probably find that from the Foundation's material as well. Especially if you want to see more about what OPC UA can do already, what is the best practices of using the current technology, you can check the presentations from day 5. Today we're concentrating in the technical presentations again on what is more recent development in the specifications and where is OPC UA going. If you want to check what is it already today, I recommend checking that day. We prepared with the team several around 10-minute presentations which give you just the basic details of the main functionality. And I've also been writing some reports about the past events in our blog at Process OPC blog page, and especially the OPC Day International. I broke the program to a very easy to use format this time. Today's program is really extensive. So in the morning we start with the invited speaks from Stefan's keynote to Peter Rutz's talking about the field level communication, then Bobini telling us about the advancements in the cloud specifications, Matthias Dam talking about the PubSub and security configuration stuff, then Heiko Herden from VDMA takes us through the machinery information model, what is already there and what is coming up. And then after lunch, we have a couple of presentations about the Open Industry 4.0, which is a rather new initiative, but they are here telling how they use OPC UA to accomplish a bit like more use case driven achievements. And unfortunately, Ricardo Dunkel got ill yesterday and couldn't join the event, so Konrad has to do both parts, and he's very confident also to talk about the Ricardo's part, as I heard. And after these sessions, we switch over to the more or less sponsor speeches, where you get more details about how people have been already using OPC UA, maybe something related to products that are in the market, but we try to keep the program, of course, useful for you and not like product presentations in such. So Matthias Dam starts with the unified automation talk first, and then the rest of the afternoon we have talks from the other sponsors. And we try to finish the day around 5 o'clock. We have plenty of breaks, and we have the sponsors available there out of this room, so please go to talk to them and check what they have available. The sponsors, of course, make this event possible every year. Without them, we couldn't really accomplish this. Of course, the Finnish Society of Automation is the background and the organization which makes this possible to arrange these kind of events in reality, but the sponsors enable it by financing the stuff. This year's theme is OPC UA goes to field and cloud, or extends to field and cloud. So I want to give this short introduction. What does that mean in practice? So far, OPC UA has been successful in this process monitoring part, mainly between the communication between SCADA and PLC systems or DCS systems, and also between MES and SCADA applications. We see somewhat interesting between the MES ERP communication, but there have been some challenges in using OPC UA in large-scale installations. And now, over the last few years, there's been more attention put to the new PubSub communication model, where there are actually two different targets for the PubSub. The first goes to the field level using UDP broadcast technology, and that extends then beyond just basic communication to the field exchange specifications, and Peter Lutz will talk about these in his talk a bit more. The other direction is towards cloud, and Bobine will talk about the cloud initiatives, but there the idea is to use in general MQTT as a communication protocol, and then OPC UA can define message format for that MQTT, so add more standardized specifications on top of what plain MQTT defines. In the cloud infrastructure, there's typically, we talk about edge gateways that deliver the data, but this is somewhat still kind of out of the scope of OPC UA to define how you do this in practice. But another aspect for the MQTT-based communication that we see that there's big demand in the industries is to go for this kind of MQTT broker-based communication, which would enable more scalable communication even within the factory if you have hundreds or thousands of components in future that are OPC UA capable, this can make it a bit more easy to configure the whole system. And one thing that covers all of this is security. So all of these specifications tell you how to do this secure. And these are the things that Matthias Daum will also talk about when he's telling about PubSub and the security configurations. So now you have a kind of idea what the day is trying to cover, and after this day you will know a little bit more how to do this, but then of course you need to practice this in real life to see how it works in general.